What is real cider? Pubgoers in Britain are probably familiar with the term real ale, coined by CAMRA, the Campaign for Real Ale, in the 1970s. Since the 1980s, CAMRA have also been championing cider and perry, and have a corresponding definition for real cider and real perry, fermented from the whole juice of fresh pressed apples or pears, without the use of concentrated or chaptalized juices. Cider is of course made from apples and perry is made from pears. CAMRA's definition is a fairly simple one, but actually the majority of cider sold in the UK does not meet these criteria. If we take the UK's best-selling cider, Strongbow, as an example, the ingredients are water, apple juice from concentrate, sugar, malic acid, and sodium metabisulfite. By contrast, the ingredients for a real cider would be just a single item: apple juice. We shouldn't just pick on Strongbow here. According to the Heineken Cider Report 2025, these are the top 5 draft ciders in the UK based on sales volume. I believe at least 3 of these are made using concentrate. And if you look at bottled ciders, where sales today are dominated by imported fruit-flavoured ciders, brands like Old Moot, Copperberg, Recorderlig, many of these would not meet CAMRA's definition for real cider either. I also think proper cider should not be artificially carbonated. An honourable mention should be given here to more natural methods of producing sparkling cider, like secondary fermentation in the bottle, as used in traditional method sparkling wines like champagne. By and large though, what I want is still cider, and I never want a cider which has had artificially made CO2 injected. I also think the use of traditional cider apple varieties or perry pear varieties should be encouraged. I think there's something very special about the use of wild yeasts for fermentation. Ambient yeast strains vary by location, and that contributes to a unique sense of place. All of the aforementioned goes into making what I consider to be the purest, most natural, and most traditional form of cider. Why does all of this matter? Britain has a long and distinguished tradition of cider making, and yet the vast majority of cider consumed here today bears little resemblance to that heritage. There are over 7,500 known varieties of apple worldwide, and about a third of them originate here in Britain. Hundreds of those were bred specifically with cider making in mind. At their best, real cider and perry have the potential for all the variety, finesse and nuance of fine wine. I think that's something worth championing.